Okay, so today guys I'm going to discuss about the security config class, which is very important. It's a kind of security layer. Okay, for Spring Boot application it's adding the security layer. Okay, and so we already discussed about these method. Okay, what are the methods we have here, like security filter chain, user detail service, and password encoder, as well as another method is course configuration source. So one by one I will tell you what are the use, so and how this method will be executed. Okay, what would be the order for execution. So whenever client sending the request to our any API in the application, at that time the security filter comes into the picture, and security filter intercept the request. Okay, and on that request it will apply the security. So before processing this request, the security filter is intercepting this request. This is the class. Okay, and so what will the order of execution in this security filter? The first, password encoder. Why I am saying? Because password encoder we require in user detail service. Okay, so basically this order is deciding by the Spring injection container. Spring dependency injection container is deciding this order of execution. Okay, in Spring Boot applications, remember. So basically two parts is there. First part, like bean registration happen. Second part, you can say processing of the request. Okay, so whenever we start the Spring Boot application, so two parts is happening. First, all bean has to register with the Spring Bean container, and the other one is the request processing. Okay, so other phase is the request processing. So just assume that all bean have been registered, okay, with the Spring Bean container, and this order of the execution, because when the request will process, so order has to be decided. Okay, so who will decide this order? Spring dependency injection container will decide this order. Okay, so we already discussed that security filter, security config class will be intercepting the request. So now this request will process. So the order, so password encoder, remember. So this method first will execute. Why this method will execute? Why this method? Because this method is returning the password encoder, and the password encoder we need here, remember. Okay, so this order is deciding by the Spring dependency injection container, remember. So this password encoder method first will execute, okay, which is returning the password encoder, will be passed here, will be passed, and then user detail service, you can say password encoder, user detail service, and after that third one method is what? Course configuration source. This method actually is deciding the rule, security rule, you can say. It's adding the security rule, and these all rule, whatever rule we add here, is all rule will be linked to our security filter chain. The last one, security filter chain method, will be executed, and this method will apply the security rule, okay, with the help of course configuration source. So basically what it does, this course configuration, you can say it is adding the domain. Okay, so it is preventing the unauthorized accessing from the other domain, you can say. Okay, So means it add my application will accept the request from this domain, remember, localhost. So we are just configuring the. Now another configuration rule, another security rule is my request will accept get, post, put or delete or option methods of the HTTP method. Okay, now header allowed. So my request, like whoever is sending the request, so client is sending the request for our application, so request can have any type of header, because star means any type of header, any type of header, we are accepting here in our application, you can say in our at server side. Okay, and configuration credential also. So our request, application request also can add the credential also. Okay, which can be in the form of like username and password, like authentication token. Okay, and after that we are registering. Okay, so this all configuration has been registering. Now these all rule will be followed here. So this security filter chain method will apply these all rules, remember. Okay, so thank you.